What's up, family? Let's get into it. Let's talk about memory loss and dementia and Alzheimer's. A lot of people have these symptoms. People forget where they put their car at in the parking lot. They just don't remember. Um, People go missing. They walk out the house. They forget where they live at. It's a brain disease, due to plaque in different parts of the brain. It can be DNA. It could be genetically in your biological tree, and it can be due to drugs, long-term substance abuse, or blunt force trauma, accidents or tragedies, that contribute to these symptoms of memory loss and Alzheimer's, stuff like that. Uh, my take on it is this: if you got your faculties, one way I think you can prevent this is be an outgoing person. Don't be withdrawn from society. Participate in positive things. Surround yourself around positive people. Reboot your brain, meaning that study. You know, get memory cards, get flashcards. Be repetitious in everything you do. Go over stuff. I don't care how many times you go over it. Go over it so you'll know it day after day. Make it committed to your memory. What you don't, I'm a firm believer. What you don't use, I'm a firm believer in this. What you don't use, you will lose. What you don't use, you will lose, meaning your memory. You gotta you gotta see why these things are happening. Now, I cannot recall this happening in ancient times. We had people that use a vast amount of their capacity in their mind. Now, why is it now we have these debilitating diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia, which is the same thing? Memory loss, Why? You got to understand, is it the food we eating? Is it the liquids we drinking? What is it? Is it our lifestyles in America and other countries abroad? Why is it people in other countries, even third world countries to speak, live way longer than people that live in the convenience in America and got everything at their fingertips? I mean, these people are up in their age and not incoherent. They coherent, meaning they're alert. They don't have no disabilities. They may got a couple teeth missing here and there, but they can walk. They don't have to use crutches. Their bones are strong. It's something wrong, family. You know what I'm saying? And I think this contributes to memory loss, bad health. You know, worry, stress. This is why you got to make a personal relationship with the Most High, so you won't deteriorate. Let me tell you something. When you born, that's when the decay starts. When you come out your mama womb, whether it be male or female, vice versa. When you born into this world, that's when the clock starts. When you come out the womb. When you in this existence, that's when the clock tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, and it don't stop until your body drop, meaning that you deceased. So every day you grow older. So every day you must commit stuff to memory. Memory is very important because if you can't remember certain things, you're gonna suffer in the society. Meaning that you gotta study for tests. You gotta pass certain licensings. Certain license you have to get, certain certificates you have to get. So you have to study different kind of curriculum. I mean, to pass these certain kinds of altitude tests. Now, if you can't commit nothing to memory, steps, facts, language structure, stuff like that, mathematics, reading, writing, arithmetic, the basics, and the hieroglyphics of different kinds of categories of education. If you can't commit the studies to memory, you ain't gonna be able to pass the test. You know, that's why drugs is not good, because drugs dull the mind. Alcohol, designer drugs, it dulls the mind. Your mind is not calling for memory; it's calling for a drug. That's why nicotine is so addictive, because nicotine mess with the signals of your brain. You crave your brain. It sends a signal to your brain like alcohol and drugs. It craves, your brain craves for that. That's what your brain craves for. Then it gives the signals to your taste buds and stuff. This is you want to intake, and you get a euphoric. You think you're getting a euphoric meaning to this, but actually you destroying your body and destroying your mind, destroying your brain, and it leads to memory loss. Your motor mechanics is off. Your body language is, your equilibrium is not right. You know, it affects your balance, and sometimes it leads to vehicle accidents and vehicular accidents. People crash their car due to drunk driving because your motor mechanics is off. You know, see, things like this you have to really be aware because it can happen to you. People got family members that's going through this, man, and it's sad to see someone that raised you, or someone, they could be biological or non-biological, someone within your age group, or someone older or younger that goes through this, man. I mean, people, it's sad, you know. So my only thing I can tell you, if y'all listening to this, is I don't care what you do out your life, always commit stuff to memory. Reboot your mind. Shock your mind with study, read, comprehend, go over stuff that really get you enthralled, and that's good. You know, close the book, read about 4 or 5 pages, and commit those paragraphs to memory without even opening the book. That's when you really getting good. When you can do a couple chapters right off the rip, and know word for word and line for line. Word for word, line for line. You know, this is how your actors, they got to remember those scripts. If they don't remember those scripts, they ain't gonna be able to verbally do the movie. As far as audio, they got to remember the scripts. They got to remember. They got to commit that stuff to memory. That's what makes a good actor. You got to study those scripts. You can't be reading no script trying to do a role. All that stuff got to be committed to memory. See, you got to do that, family. See, memory is half of the battle. The more you know, the more you grow. The less you know, the less you grow. Fact. The more you know, the more you grow. The less you know, the less you grow. See? So I'm gonna be doing more stuff that's similar to this when it comes to ailments and diseases that is uncurable. They trying to find some cures to this, but far as I know, it's not curable yet. Especially when it gets into this, it gets into its advanced stages of uh, Alzheimer's and dementia. So it's a very deep hit. You know, I hate to see people lose their memory. It makes me sad when I see people can't can't remember this, can't remember that, can't remember this. You know, so all you can do is pray for people if you know people like that, and pray God heals them and the angels. And with that, I catch up with y'all. More to come.